The next step is to normalize your data. Normalization will eliminate problems that might arise due to slight variances in pipetting that might cause a difference in protein concentration in your wells. So we're going to use the fluorescence value at 324, if we go back to these curves, so around here, to correspond to the peak in protein that's fully folded. And then we're going to take that 324 and divide it by the fluorescence value at 340, which again approximates this place where the curves all cross each other. Now, if you look at the curves, you can see that for folded protein, this ratio of 324 over 340 should give you a value that's greater than 1. Whereas if we look at an unfolded curve, like this one over here, the ratio of 324 over 340 should give a value that's less than 1. And so we're going to use the change in this ratio to measure the shift from folded to unfolded protein. So I'm going to make a new column over here that is 324 divided by 340. And I can just do that by scrolling. 324 divided by 340. Okay, and then I can copy this. All right, so if we just take a quick look at the numbers, you can see that they generally follow the trend we were expecting, right? They're greater than 1, and then as you're increasing the urea concentration, so you're moving from folded to unfolded, the values become smaller than 1. Now, one thing you'll notice if we look at this value right here, all of a sudden we have a negative 5.16. And this, it turns out, is this one peak that we noticed earlier, this one curve, I should say, that does not have a peak. It appears to just be a flat line, probably no protein, right? So this is a point in your process where you should stop, take a look at your raw data and these ratio values. In any case where there appears to be no protein in the well, you should discard that data point. Okay, so I'm going to delete that guy. All the other mutant curves seemed fine, but there was one wild type one, remember, that also seemed to have no or very little protein compared to the others. So that was the value in C1 right here. So I'm also going to remove that. Now, we've talked about before, you cannot discard data without having a reason. In this case, we have a physical reason. We can tell that there's no protein in that well. So you're going to want to make sure that you include in your methods section a statement that says something like, data from wells that had no protein was discarded.